What is subquery? Subquery is a query inside a query. Is my screen visible to everyone? Are you guys able to see my screen? Okay. What is subquery? Subquery is a query. By the name itself, it's kind of clear, right? Subquery. A query inside a query is a subquery, okay? So we are going to learn about that now. So it's just a query inside a query. So let me give you a question so that you will be able to understand it also. So in our last class, so let's start from worker. This is our worker table. Yes, if I will say you that I want to have those worker where salary is greater than average salary. We did the same question with the help of CTE also, right? Remember? Now we will be doing it with the help of subquery. How we are going to do that? What I want everything. From which table I want? From my worker table. What is my condition? My condition is that their salary should be greater than average salary. As I have told you before also, you can't write down average salary here, right? Why we can't write down here average salary? Because this is an aggregate column, correct? This is an aggregate column, right? So we have to mention this average salary in our subquery. That means I will write down a query to find out the average salary. How will I write down that? How will I be able to find out average salary? I say I want average salary from my worker table. This will give me average salary, right? Are you able to get that? So first your inner query will work. In most of the cases in subquery, your inner query will work first. So here you can see that this is your average salary. Now you will get all these salaries which is greater than 272K. Here you can see that. Is this clear with you everyone now? Are you able to get this? Okay. And if I will say you, I want to have those, I want to have, uh, 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 what, what should I give you as a question? Okay. I want to have those worker whose salary is greater than average salary, department wise. Now I want to do department wise. How we will do that? What do you guys think? Right now we will not be making any CTE as we did it in our last class. We will be writing everything in a single query only. So how we will do that? Do you want me to tell you that? Yes, I will be using group by. Of course, I will be using group by. So average salary department wise, how will I find out like this? Department, from which table? From your worker table, group by department. Correct everyone? This will give me average salary department wise, right? Now what is my question? My question is that my salary should be greater than average salary, which is this. I'm giving Elias here, average, should be greater than average and the department should be same too. Yes, the way that you are writing, same way you have to mention the department also, Souvik, right? How how it will compare salary greater than average salary? You did group by department, but how will you know that both of their salary both of their department should be same? What am I talking about is you have HR department, their average salary. You have IT department, their average salary, right? And you are saying that salary should be greater than average salary of all these departments. How will you know that it is going to compare the salary of that person who belongs to HR department only? Are you able to get that? What am I talking about? Okay. So how we will do in CT, we have used join, right? So here also I will be using join. We can do with the help of your solution also, which I am going to talk about. Just give me 1 second. So salary is in my worker table. Now I will join with my subquery, which is this, Control B. And here you can see that I am using my subquery as a table only, right? If you will use anything in your from clause, it will be a table. Correct, everyone? Right? If I'm using anything in my from clause, it will be considered as a table only, right? Am I right, everyone? So this table should have a name also, na? This table should have a name. We haven't given it any name. So you can give any name. Whenever you are using subquery in your from clause, then it will always consider as a table only. So you should give it a name. You can give it as any name. Let's say I'm giving X. Okay. Now I will say that the department should be same. Worker dot department should be same as my X dot department because I have given the alias as X. Clear with you? And what I want to have everything. Is this thing clear with you now? The same thing we are using. We haven't made any CTE. Before we were creating a CTE for this query, right? Now we haven't created any. We are just writing everything in a single query. Same solution was there with the help of CTE also, if you remember. Are you able to get this, everyone? Okay, no yeses, no nos. What should I consider? Need to work on this? Yes, I agree you need to work on this, but do let me know if you're able to understand the syntax for now or not. What about you, Aloysius, and other people? Can you explain again? Yes, Umesh, I'll explain again. Don't worry. How many of you are able to understand the syntax? No one? Okay, no worries. I'll explain. Just give me 2 minutes. So, what is subquery? Did you get that? What a subquery is, everyone? By the name itself, it's very clear. Subquery. A query inside a query is a subquery, right? Right? By the name itself, it's very clear. Subquery. Sub part of your query. A query inside a query is your subquery. Till here, do you have any confusion, anyone? No. Great. And how to use a subquery? Let's say I want to have those worker whose salary is greater than average salary. I can't write average salary like this. I can't write down like that, right? Because I can't use aggregate function in my where clause. Am I right? You can't write down like this. Correct, everyone? You can't use average salary here. So you need to replace this average salary. How will you be able to find out average salary? You can find out average salary by the syntax, right? Select average salary from your worker table. Am I correct? So we did this only. We have find out the average salary and then we are going to compare it with my salary. In subquery, most of the time your inner query will run before. Did you get that? Most of the time, inner query will run before. You understand what inner query is? Inner query is this query. Okay? So this query will run before, this will give you a result, then your outer query will run. Clear with you, everyone? Do you have any confusion in first question? No? Okay. These CT and subquery are two topics that needs a lot of practice. If you will not do practice, you will not be able to understand it ever. And these are one of the most important topics also, okay? Now my question is, I want to have those workers whose salary is greater than average salary, but department wise. Did you get that? Their salary should be greater than average salary, but we have to make it department wise. Are you able to get that? So what I mean by this, let's say we have 4 people, A, B, C, and D. These two belong to HR department and these two belong to IT department. Okay. Let's say their salary is 1, 3. Here it is 3 and 6. And let's say and what should I give? And 5. These are the salaries that we have. Now we have to compare whose salary is greater than average salary department wise. So what will be my first thing? I need to find out department wise salary, correct? I need to find out department wise salary. Am I right, everyone? I need to find out department wise salary, correct? So what is my department wise salary here? What will be my department wise average for HR? Average for HR. 3 plus 1 divided by 2. It's 2, right? 2. Here it will be 5 plus 3 divided by 2. It's 4. So I did the same thing only. I have found out department-wise average. Okay. This is my subquery, right? I have found out department-wise average and I am considering it as a table. When we use any subquery in my from clause, then we have to consider it as a table only. In from clause, you always write down table, right? You always write down your table in your from clause, correct? And is it ever possible to have a table without a table name? Are you able to get that? What am I talking about, everyone? Is it ever possible to have a table without a table name? This is your department-wise average. No, right? So I have given this table name as X. You can give it as anything as per your choice. Okay. So first I have find out the average. This is my average department-wise. Now I have just compared them with the person who belong to the same department. Are you able to get that? Now I'm just comparing it. That my salary should be greater than average salary. Is this clear with you? Salary is from which table? Salary is from worker table. Average is from which table? Average is from my inner query, which is my X now. Is this thing clear with everyone now? Do let me know if you are able to understand the syntax. Have a look and do let me know, please. It's almost like self-join, yes. We are doing self-join only, but we are creating our own table here. Why subquery in from clause? Why not in where clause? How we will write down in our where clause? If you will mention in where, you can do that like some person has did it in where clause also, na? Let me show you the mistakes here. This is the query that one person has written. So salary greater than department average salary from worker group by department. What's wrong here? Can anyone tell me that? We got department wise average. We are comparing it with the salary. How we will know that we are comparing it with HR salary or IT salary? It is going to compare with everyone here, right? Are you able to get that, Mahesh? Their department should be same too, correct? Their department should be same too. Am I right? So one person has written this query. Let us correct it. So what will I say? I will just give the alias here as W1. For this worker, I am giving the alias as W2. Their department should be same, right? So I'll say that where W1 dot department should be equals to W2 dot department. You guys can do it like that also. This is also going to only one expression can be possible in the select list where, okay, just 1 second. Select star from your worker table where salary is greater than average salary. Okay, here it will be average salary only. Because you are going to compare your salary with average salary only, na? You are not going to compare it with department. Are you able to get this, everyone? And this is known as, in this, can my inner query run before? Is it possible for me to run my inner query before here? Do let me know. Is it possible for me to run my inner query before? You understand this, what I did here, right? I have just said that department should be same, then only it's going to compare, na? That will be my only condition that I am writing. But can I run my inner query before? Will it be going to give me any result? No, right? That means both of these queries are running together. These queries are running together. When this is the case, when both of these queries are running together, then it is known as correlated subquery. And we avoid correlated subqueries. We avoid them. Why so? Because they take a lot of time to execute. First, it will run this part, then it will run this part. So for every row, your query will run. If you have a million of rows, your query will run a million times. And if something is running a million times, that means it's going to take a lot of time to execute, correct? Are you able to get that? What am I talking about? Right now, we only have 15 rows, so we can't see that. But if we have 15,000 rows, then all these things will be visible at that point of time. So we avoid correlated query, but someone has written, so I have explained you what correlated query is. Is this clear with you now? How many of you can understand this? Just we have written department by combining both these tables together, right? Nothing else. Correct? Any issue to anyone? So whenever if they are asking you anything related to subquery, I'll not prefer you to use a correlated subquery at that case, okay? Why so? Because they will say you to use a optimization way rather. Correlated subquery takes more time to execute. If you are going for a fresher rules, then you can use that. Because they were not expecting you to know more about optimization and all. Till here, do you have any issue, anyone? No? Okay. So shall we do some questions that is related to subquery? We did last questions with the help of CT, right? In our last class. Now all those questions we will be doing with the help of subquery also. Did you understand what am I talking about? I'm saying all those questions that we did in our last class with the help of CT, we will be doing it with the help of subquery now. This was the question that we did in our last class. Read it carefully and to let me know how much you can understand. Calculate the difference between highest salary in marketing and engineering department. Output just the absolute difference. So what does this question means? You guys can open your camera. I have allowed you to open it. Camera, I'm saying, sorry, mic. So what we have to do here, can anyone tell me that? I don't want to ask by names. So to let me know what does this question means? Mahesh, what do you think? What does this question means? I'm just asking about the meaning. I'm not saying about the solution.
Department wise, highest salary.
Department-wise highest salary? No. Read it carefully.
It's marketing department and engineering department, highest salary and the difference.
Yes. So we need to find out, calculate the difference between highest salary in marketing. So we need to find out highest salary in marketing. And then we have to subtract it from highest salary in engineering. Am I right? Am I right, everyone? That's all we have to find out, correct? How we will do that? How will I find out? So let's see a table also. So we have two tables, employee and department. In employee table, we have department ID, first name, last name, ID, salary, all these. In second table, I have department and ID, which department they belongs to and what department ID they consist of. So how will I find out highest salary marketing? How will I find out highest salary of department marketing? Do let me know this in the chat box. You guys can do that. Highest salary for marketing department. That's all you have to do for now. You are going to use max. You are correct about that, Umesh. But I want syntax this time. Give me syntax. For highest salary marketing. Only for marketing person, I want highest salaries. This is not a difficult question. We did it multiple times now. So first we need to join these two tables together, correct? We need to join employee table also. And we need to join department table also, correct? Don't we have to do that? Because salary is in my employee table, but department is in my department table, right? So we have to join them together. Am I correct? Yes, Aloysius, you are correct. What will be my on condition? That their department ID should be same. Equals to D dot ID. Till here, do you have any issue, anyone? I want max salary where department equals to marketing. Do you have any confusion, anyone till here? Maximum salary department wise, we are just finding out that. Similarly, we can do it for engineering also, right? Similarly, you can do for engineering person also, correct? Correct. So let me copy it, engineering. Now we just want to have the difference between these two, right? We need to have the difference between these two. How will I do that? I'll say select. Then I will write down this subquery where I have my marketing highest salary. I'll paste it over here and then minus because I want to have the difference. Then I will write down one or more subquery with the engineering highest salary. So this is your query. If I will run it, you will get the difference. Let me show you. So here you can see that this is your difference. Are you guys able to understand this now? How many of you are able to understand this? Why we are not writing down table name over here? We have written select here. But why we haven't written table name? No one has asked me this. Why we are not writing table name here? So we are just getting numbers now from we need table name. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Now we haven't mentioned any table name in our select this outer query I'm talking about. In inner query we have mentioned, but in outer query we haven't, right? This is all your inner queries only, na? This is your outer query. We haven't mentioned any from clause, correct? Are you able to get that, Mahesh? What am I talking about? So why haven't we mentioned? We are getting numbers, guys. These are all numbers only. So if I will run my inner query, you are just getting numbers. We are subtracting the numbers. Are we taking numbers from any table? No, na? We are just getting numbers. We are subtracting numbers. So why we will take from clause? Are you able to get that? What am I talking about? We are just having numbers and we are subtracting those numbers. That's all. Did you get it? What am I talking about? What we are doing actually is we got marketing highest salary. So what is my marketing highest salary? Let me show you. It is this 48187. So I'll write over here 48187. Then we are just subtracting it for my engineering department. So engineering department salary is, let me have a look. So it is this 45787. And we are just subtracting them. To subtract numbers, do I need to have a table name? Do I need to have a table name for subtracting numbers? No, right? See, same result will be there. Are you able to get it? What am I talking about now? First, as I told you, inner query will work. So inner query is working. Is this thing clear with everyone? Will you be able to do it? Now I have told you two methods to do the same question. That means one question can be done in multiple ways. It depends on you only, what logic you are making. Okay? Is this thing clear with everyone? No one is saying anything. How will I teach you then? Okay. So let's do another question then. Do this Amazon one. Okay, read it. Find the job title of employee with highest salary. If multiple employees have the same salary, include the job title for such employees. What's my question here is, we did these question yesterday also. So I think you guys can tell me the meaning today. What this question means. Okay, let me take names then. What do you think, Aloysius, what this question means?
We have to find the employees with the highest salary. And we have to include the job titles as well also for those employees.
Yes, yes. So what we need to find out, we need to find out job title for employees with higher salary, right? So we need to find out job title. What I mean by that, let's say A, B, C, D employees are there. They have job title, let's say manager, assistant manager, and then lead, or let's say data engineer also. And they have some salaries, 20, 10, 20 again, and let's say 5. So which employees have higher salary here? A and C have higher salary here, right? A and C have higher salary here. Am I correct, everyone? A and C has higher salary here. So we need to just give them the job title. Which job title has the highest salary here? Which job title has the highest salary in this case? It will be a manager and a lead. So that's what we want to have in our result. Is this thing clear with everyone now? What we need to do? Let me have a look. Where salary in? Yes, your answer is correct. Good, Sobik. Do you guys also want to try? So we can find out the maximum salary, correct? Maximum salary from worker table. Now what I want to have job title and salary is in my worker table and job title is in my title table, right? Worker title is in my title table. So I have to join these two tables together, correct? Correct, everyone? Salary is in my worker table, title is in my worker title table, correct? So we have to join them together. What will be my on condition? On condition will be that their worker ID should be same. Worker.worker ID should be equals to title.worker referral ID. Correct, everyone? And what's my condition? My condition is that I want to have salary should be equals to my maximum salary, right? Because we need to have only those job title where salary is maximum salary, correct? Correct, everyone? We need to have only those job title where salary is maximum salary. So we'll do that only. And what I want job title, worker title. So here you can see that manager and assistant manager have the highest salary here. Is this thing clear with everyone now? Are you able to get this? Try to do yourself also. Okay, because if you will only see me doing, then you will be thinking it's easy, but when you will do on your own, it will be difficult, right? So try to do on your own also once. Okay. This question everyone can do. Try to read it and do let me know how we can do that. Find the last time each bike was in use. Output both the bike number and the date timestamp of the bike last used. Order the result by bike that were most recently used. What we want to do here? Do I have to take names again? What do you think, Umesh, what we have to do here? Read it and let me know. The language is in English only, na? I just want to know how much you are able to grab. What do you think, Umesh, what we have to do? Yeah, you don't need inner query. Correct, Souvik, you don't need it. In every question, you don't need this. What we have to do, like what this question is signifying here, Umesh. Are you saying something? Because I can't hear you. But your mic is open. Good, Souvik. Okay, I think I can't hear you. You have some issues with your mic. No worries about that, Umesh. So who is going to tell me that? Souvik, will you tell other people what this question is saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. So
Mhm.
it is basically asking that which output should be the bike number and the last used bike. Okay, so that's the thing. So last used bike means the maximum time it is used, right?
Mhm.
So that's the thing we have done.
Correct. He is correct about that. So in this question, we need to find out last time each bike used. Okay, how we will get to know that? Uh-uh. How we will get to know that? Let's say we have uh, one bike here. I'm considering our bike as A here. And someone has used it at 2 p.m. Someone has used it at 3 p.m. Other people has used it at 4 p.m. So when is it last used? At what time it is used at the last? At what time this bike has been used at the last? It's 4 p.m., right? That means your maximum time. The last time will be your maximum time only, correct? Correct, everyone? Your last time will be your maximum time only, am I right? So we need to find out that only. And what we have to output? We have to output bike number and the date in timestamp format. Date, time the bike was written means both the date and time should be there. And then we have to order the result that were most recently used. What that means? That means the time should be in ascending order, correct? The date time should be in ascending order, right? Recently will be in ascending order only, correct? What will be the recent? It will be 2, then 3, then 4. So recently will be in ascending order only. Are you able to get that? What am I talking about here? Okay. So now we will do this. Select what I want. I want bike number and when they are used at the last. So how we will use that? We are going to use max here. Max of what? Max of my, let me see, what columns do I have? Duration, start time, bike was in use. So your start time or end time. Last time bike was in use.
It should be in time.
Yeah, because last time it is used. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're correct about that. It should be end time. From which table we are taking it from? From our table bike share 2012. And then we have to mention group by also. Why group by? Because we are using an aggregate and a non-aggregate column together. Correct? So we have to mention group by as well. Is this thing clear with everyone?
We have to short it.
Yeah, we have to sort it also on the basis of their maximum time. Correct?
Yes.
Order by maximum time in ascending order. If we will not write ascending, by default it will be ascending. So let me see whether the answer is correct or not. I think they are taking start date only. They are taking start time only, I guess.
No. The table name itself is name last used.
Yeah, it's where it is written. Last use, yeah. So might be they are considering their
No, can you
started time.
no, Pragya, can you please click on the solved button? Then it will be giving you the answer, right? It was matching or not. No. In that
No, it will
here
not
itself.
match. Na? Here you can see that your expected output is different.
Yes. No. Can you put the end time because I put the end time and it is working correct for me.
It was working correct for you. Let me have a
Yes.
look.
Yes.
End, end. Yes, it's working. This
No,
means
just
this
because
expected
last used
output.
mean the
Yeah.
suppose if someone is stopping their cars, right? So the
Mhm.
last time they have used that end time should be there, right?
Yes, I agree with you on that. Last time use will be considered as a end time only. You are correct in this, Sajid. Sumit, why we are using ascending here? Because they want to have it in order the result by bikes that were most recently used. So if we have bikes like A, B, and C, A, B, and C, let's say their last time to use it is at 2, 4, and 3. Now we want to have it what bikes are most recently used. So most recently used will be like this only, na? A, C, and B, like that. Are you able to get it? What am I talking about? So that's why I have used ascending. Is this thing clear with you now? Is this thing clear with everyone? Okay. Let's do one last question. Let's do some subquery question if we have any. Mm-mm. How many questions you did in this, everyone? In basic. How many questions you guys have covered? No subquery or CT question is there. If I'll teach you medium
Yeah,
questions,
this one we have the subqueries. City of Los Angeles, that questions, and Amazon's question is having that one. Not this one, I'm sure. Amazon questions is having that below, I guess.
this
Yeah, Amazon Meta, that questions is having. Not sure exactly which one, but Amazon and Meta, that questions I saw.
maybe you did it with the help meta. I did everything
Mm.
without CT and subquery. Okay, let's do some medium then. If they are not using window function, then I'll teach. Mm-mm. User average, you will not be able to do it. This question will become very big for you. Hmm. I don't think I should make you do medium questions now, otherwise you guys will get confused. Activity rank. Yeah, this one will be the better. Okay. So find the email activity rank for each users. Let's see what our question is saying before. We need to have email activity rank. Email activity rank we have to find. Email activity rank is defined by the total number of emails sent. Okay? Total number of emails sent. The user with highest number of emails sent will be rank. Then we have to use rank here. Yeah, we have to use dense rank here. It will be a question of dense rank. Okay, let me give you question here then. This is our worker table, right, everyone? Till here, you guys are aware of this table, correct? What we have to do is, we want to have those department, listen carefully, we want to have those department where total is greater than their average. Are you able to get that? So let's say we have people like A, B, and C, A, B, C, and D. They belong to HR, IT, and IT. Then their salary is 1, 3, 3, and 5. What we want to have this time, we want to have department where total is greater than average. Okay? So what is the total of each department here? What is the total of each department? What is the total of HR? Total of HR is 4. Total of IT is 8. Correct? And then we have to compare it with the average of this. What will be the average of these two? 8 plus 4 divided by 2. It will be 6, right? So I want to have those department where salary is greater than average. So which department is there where salary is greater than average, where total is greater than average? Which department will it be? It will be IT. Is my question clear with you guys now? Is my question clear with everyone? No? Okay, let me explain you again. So we need to have department this time. We need to have those department where total is greater than average, okay? How we will find out total? We are going to find out total like that only. Na? HR total will be 4, IT total will be 8. Now we have to compare whether the average of all department is greater than their total or not. Can I find out average with this? 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 divided by 4. Why am I not finding out average here? Why am I finding out average here? 4 plus 8 divided by 2. What's the reason? What do you guys think? What will be the reason according to you? Average will be different here. It will be 12 divided by 4, which will be 3. And here it is 6. So there is a huge difference between the average now. So why am I finding out average here, not here? What do you guys think? No idea? So let me explain you that. We need to have department where total is greater than average, right? That's what my question is. Till here, do you have any confusion what we need to do actually? We need to have department whose total is greater than their average. Till here, do you have any confusion with this part? No? No. What is average? What is average? In maths, what average is? What is average? In maths, what is average? Total divided by the number of records, right? Sum divided by number of records. Correct? Total divided by number of records. Now we are finding out average of all department. How many type of departments do I have here? How many type of departments do I have here? 2. right? It will be 2. But if I only write down average here only, like if I write average of my department or average of my salary, then it will give me divided by 4. It will count the number of records that I have, right? But my departments are only 2. Are you able to get that? What am I talking about? If I will only find out average of salary from this, then it will be divided by 4. And I only have 2 type of departments. So why should I divide by 4? My number of records should be 2, not 4, right? Are you able to get that? What am I talking about, everyone? My number of records should be 2. We only have 2 departments, na, IT and HR. So it should divide by 2, not 4. Don't you guys think that? Do let me know if you are able to get this or not. Because I can't see any yes in the chat box. Do let me know what confusion you are having in this part, please, so that I can explain you that particular thing again. What you're not able to understand, Aloy, says Mahesh. Umesh. Sovik said yes. Okay, it's clear. So we need to divide it by 2 because we only have 2 type of department. Why should I divide by 4? So what we will do first, I will find out total salary department wise, and then I will find out average out of it because my number of records will be unique now. Are you able to get that? Let me show you what am I talking about. First, I will find out total. How will I find out total? By sum of salary department wise. It's from which table? It's from my table worker. Group by department. So here you can see that I will only get unique departments now, correct? I will only get department one time. Don't you guys think that? Let me show you with CT, then I'll explain you with subquery also. Is this clear? Now with the help of this, I can find out the average also, right? Now my average will be divided by 3, not divided by 15. Is this thing clear with you? From CTE. So if I'll show you, you will get the average also, which is this. I'll just save it in my CT2 as. Will give the average alias here. And now I will compare what I want. I want to have everything from which table? From the table, I will be taking both tables. Why? Because my total should be greater than average. Total should be greater than average. Total is from which table? Total is from CT table. Average is from which table? Average is from CT2 table. Is this thing clear with you guys now? What we did here? Admin department is there. Let me do it with the help of subquery now. How we will do it with the help of subquery? Let me show you here. Select star from. Okay, I want to have, first I will find out total salary department wise. Let me write here. Total salary department wise, which is this. This is my total salary department wise, right? This part is total salary department wise. Don't you guys think that? Okay. Now I will find out average from this. How will I find out average? I'll write select average of total from which? From my table, from this. So I will just put it in my subquery now. And as I told you, if you are using your subquery in your from clause, then you always have to give this table a name. So I'm naming it as X here. Is this thing clear now? Okay. What we have to do, we have to select everything. My condition is that the total should be greater than average. Total should be greater than average. Total I'm taking from which table? Total I'm taking from this table, correct? So I'll just write over here. From, this is my total. And I am giving the name to my table A. Join then I have to join it with my average because I'm finding out the average here, right? Right, everyone? So I'll write join average. We'll give the name B here. Is this thing clear? This is my all subquery. So what do you think? Which one is better, CT or subquery here? What do you guys think? That depends on you, right? What do you think? Which one is better here? CT or subquery? Okay, people are saying subquery also. The thing is, in subquery, we have to mention this part again and again, right? We are finding out the average from this part, so we have to mention it again. This is making my query clumsy. Khichdi ban rahi hai, right? It's just making my query messy. So if I will have any mistake, I will not be able to find out properly, right? Are you able to get that? So when you have multiple condition, always prefer CT in that case. Is this thing clear with you? When you have multiple condition, always prefer CT because CT will give you a clean overview as compared to subqueries. You can check your mistakes also, but here finding out your mistake is quite a messy thing. Correct? Okay, that's all from my side, everyone.